less than half of people say they're satisfied with their jobs, and most people are, not seriously looking, but at least kind of looking for a new job almost all the time. The continuous job hunt is what I call it. But I thought, of course there's the obvious things, your resume is not up to snuff or your experience isn't up to snuff. But there was a couple surveys out this week, one from Indeed and one from Career Builder, that really dug into why exactly people aren't getting the jobs they want. And I found 5 reasons that I thought maybe would surprise people. The first one being, you're too patient. So a lot of people, they go into the interview and then they wait for the recruiter or whoever to contact them back, and they wait and they wait and they never hear anything. You really should be, don't immediately follow up within 5 minutes after leaving the building of the interview, but follow up and say, hey, thank you so much for the interview opportunity. I look forward to hearing about the next steps. But you should be following up on these things, and that just shows that you're interested in the job. One woman I spoke to said she had 2 candidates. One of them, after the interview process followed up and the other didn't. She was like, I gave the job to the person that followed up.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Sometimes
you would think, I'm going to wait. I don't want to annoy them. But once it's, a week or so, you just write a thank you note like the day after or whenever. And then, but don't just sit there, because sometimes they'll forget about you, or who knows. You should be following up.
So here's an interesting one, too, I think, and that probably applies to millennials, right? And that's, you put too much focus on where you went to college.
That's right. Of course, an Ivy League, degree is impressive, but fewer than 1 in 3 managers agreed that top performers mostly come from top schools. And they said, we really look at your skills, the way you interview. Those are all more important. So yes, put your Harvard degree down. Of course, it's great, but it's important, but it's not the most important thing in most cases.
Got it. We're speaking with MarketWatch reporter Katie Hill. Her piece is called 5 Ways You Might Be Sabotaging Your Own Job Search. How about this third point here? You believe hearing no means the door is closed.
This really surprised me. So let's say you make it to the final round of interviews and they say, we're sorry, we went with another candidate, you're not getting the job. No does not mean the door is closed here. More than half of employers say they want to re-engage with past candidates, this Career Builder survey found. So, of course, don't just go and annoy them all the time after you don't get the job. But what you do in this case, let's say you're, one of 3 candidates left over or whatever, they obviously liked you. You should send the hiring manager a LinkedIn invitation. They're most likely going to, accept that invitation. And then after it, say, I just want to thank you again for the opportunity. Is it okay if we stay in touch for future opportunities? And that way you've kind of left the door open. You've thought, oh, hey, you keep in the mind of the hiring manager by doing this. And yeah, I just always thought when they say no, they're not really interested in you. But yeah, half of these people say, I want to re-engage with past candidates.